Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, you look at the Ravens, champions of the AFC. Remember, they won Super Bowl 47 back in February of 2013. And they've been one of the best teams in the NFL the last decade or so. And now they look to cap off a tremendous season.
And to your point, we have to remember that Baltimore Ravens history starts in 1996 when the Browns moved from Cleveland. Since then, they've won the Super Bowl twice, number 47, as you mentioned, and also Super Bowl 35 in Tampa over the New York Giants.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 4. Jackson going to look to do it himself. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. That's picked up by the Cowboys. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Give us some. Give us some.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down throw for Prescott. This will be caught inside the... Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do...
Better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A little juke. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 41, Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. The contact on that run came pretty early. Nice job just to push forward and get some extra yardage. Good gain.
It certainly was, because the initial contact did not signal the end of the play. His mind, his body, his legs said keep churning forward, and he gained more yardage.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
1st down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Prescott on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Prescott from the gun. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense. Don't do us like that.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. They'll run the option left. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Tucker's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. From the 29, Prescott forced out to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go to Elliott again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Prescott now. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And they'll begin by running the option. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way. A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Room here to run. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And again, it's Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one.
A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Let's do this, man.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play.
Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he... Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Prescott from the gun on third. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Do what we do every day.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture. That your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.